Hello, lovely. So, what do you think about being able to mow your lawn, tend your garden at absolutely zero impact on air quality, zero cost in terms of electricity, zero cost in terms of gas, or petrol, whatever you use, empowering your lawnmower? That's what I'm going to show you in the next few minutes if you hang around. Now, it will be normal or forgivable if you do not think about the environmental impact of your lawnmower. And I'm talking from a place like the UK where it's that time of the year where people are dusting up their lawnmowers and getting ready to tend their gardens and keep their lawns looking beautiful and green. And for most people, the joy of seeing a well-tended, a well-mown lawn with the kids playing on it, your pets having fun, and that joy of that lush, beautiful view. For some people, it's priceless. And yes, you will be forgiven for not bothering at all about the environmental impact. But annoying people like myself are always here to draw your attention to the environmental impact of some of these things we do. And so, according to the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency of the United States of America, running a gas-powered lawnmower, and I'm talking about that traditional lawnmower, and I've heard a lot of people arguing about how they cannot do without that. So we have several options, but that particular one, the gas-powered one, whether it's petrol or diesel, for some people that's always the go-to thing when it comes to lawn mowing. And for that particular one, the EPA has said that running that for 1 hour is equivalent to driving an average car for about 100 miles. And when I say 100 miles, that might not make sense to some people. So let's break that down a bit. So the average speed limit when you're driving within city or town, built up areas in the UK is 30 miles per hour. And so when you get to motorway, it becomes 70 miles per hour. And what we're looking at therefore is if you travel for a distance at an average speed of 50 miles per hour, so we're looking at you driving that car for 2 hours, a 2 hours distance. In countries where it's kilometers per hour, you can look at it this way. So there are approximately 161 kilometers to 100 miles. So in those kind of countries, we're looking at you driving at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour. And then we're looking at approximately 2 hours drive. So imagine you driving a car for 2 hours. That's how much impact running a gas-powered lawnmower for 1 hour releases into the environment. And talking about emissions, that's just one aspect. There's a second aspect, which is air quality or air pollution. When you run a gas-powered lawnmower, you release volatile organic compounds, you release oxides of nitrogen, you release particulate matter. All of these things contribute to air pollution. And in case you do not know the impact of air pollution, it has been described as one major cause of a lot of health problems across the world. In the UK, some years ago, Ella, I think was her name, her death was attributed to air quality problems. And so to think that air quality is not that much of a concern, I think you need to think again. In fact, I saw a publication by the World Economic Forum that says long-term exposure to air pollution can be equated to smoking a pack of cigarettes per day. And we all know the impact of cigarettes. And so that's air quality. So running your gas-powered lawnmower has impact on air quality, releases greenhouse gas that is a major concern for climate change. And I've done a couple of videos about that. And so what I intend to show you today is an option that is not just zero impact on air quality, zero emission in terms of carbon dioxide, methane, all the other greenhouse gases. It's also zero cost in terms of electricity because it's just manual powered lawnmower. And as you can see it, that's me running it on my garden, and as you can see, my daughter is having fun with it. It's doing a great job of mowing the lawn. And I'll just quickly add at this point that if you have high, as in grown lawn, it might be a bit challenging to run that. Now let's talk a bit about electric lawnmower, because I've just emphasized on the gas powered ones, the petrol, diesel powered ones. Some people will be like, okay, the electric ones are a lot healthy in terms of emissions and air quality impact. Well, at the point of use, electrical devices, yes, do not cause any emissions or impact on the environment in terms of greenhouse gases. But at the point of generation of the electricity, most power plants are either run on fossil fuels. It could be that they burn gas to generate electricity at a centralized point, or sometimes it's nuclear, some other times it's hydro. But in most instances, you have high environmental impact at the central point of generation. So because you plug it in your house and there's no emission, doesn't mean there's no emission somewhere. Some other people would say, okay, yeah, there is the rechargeable ones. Yes, rechargeable ones. Remember, for you to charge it, there's that cost, electricity cost, and there's also the central impact of generating the electricity. The rechargeable ones have an additional challenge where most of those lithium batteries that are used to power those things and to charge to power the devices have very high environmental cost in terms of getting the lithium that is used to make those batteries. So by and large, if we're talking about impact of your lawnmower and of your garden equipment, there's a hierarchy of impact. So the gas powered ones are the worst. Whatever you do, avoid them. Comes down to electrical ones. Yes, they have less impact on the environment in terms of emissions, but at the central point of generation, it has an environmental impact. Rechargeable ones, yeah, a bit better than the electrical ones, because again, there's that hazard of running your cable to your room and all of those challenges. You cut that out when you have a rechargeable one, but the lithium is another extra problem. So here is an option where you don't only incur zero cost in terms of electricity, zero impact in terms of air pollution, zero greenhouse gas emission. You also get to exercise as you walk around using this manual stuff to tend your garden. And so that's what I've come to draw your attention today, that as the sun is beginning to come out and people are beginning to think about their lawns and their gardens, think about the environmental impact of your garden equipment. This is one you can easily grab on Amazon. I think I bought this for about £55 or so, or thereabouts, and I've not had to incur any extra cost. I've put a link there to Amazon where you can find it. So if you click on that link on the description, or you go to the website, on the bio, you would see the link to buying this particular one, and you can have fun at less impact, at a very low impact on the environment. So, as usual, if you're interested on eco tips, this is where you should be. And so I'll encourage you to subscribe, sign up, and check out our videos on other related stuff. Thank you.